welcome to Writing Concepts Defined, where I break down some common terms that writers use to describe and talk about their own work. Today's concept is foil characters. When you first learned about foil characters, which is a concept many of you will already be familiar with, I'm sure that you were reading Romeo and Juliet, and you were learning about how characters can inversely mirror one another. Foil characters are meant to contrast one another, not just because they're completely different, opposite characters, but rather because they approach the same ideas or narrative pathways in different ways. We're not talking about just antagonists versus protagonists. This concept is a lot deeper and more interesting. For example, consider the character Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter franchise. He is rich and he is a wizard, which is also true of the main character, Harry Potter. But we look at their upbringing and also how they navigate the world, and we understand that although they have a lot of similarities, they approach the world in very different ways. One is very haughty and a little bit mean, and one is approaching the world from a point of view of empathy and curiosity. The film writer Brian McDonald calls this concept clone characters, which just means it's a character that mirrors the main character, and it shows what might have happened to them if they walked a different path. So in the case of Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy represents what Harry might have become if he wasn't from his particular family, and if he did not go through the upbringing that he himself experienced. If you're writing a book right now, it can be really helpful to sit down and think about, are any of these characters foils of the other? What might the characteristics of one character tell us about the inner life or experience of another?